the
You
image of
tell
it into
us
my brain.
this.
No,
Why
because
would
you
you
said that and it
tell us
flashed into
this?
my brain. Like I saw. Okay, my brain works in a way where if you say something and like my brain correlates it, it doesn't just think about it. Like for a moment, it flashes the image of it. So it's
Okay,
like
but like again, no one could have
what?
tortured that information out of me.
Stop saying
Thank you
that.
so much for the gifted sub. No, but it's true though. It's true. No one could have
Tech
tortured
Demon
that
gifted a
information
tier
out of
1
me.
sub to Maple
Am I just too
_QB.
like liberal with my
They
like
have given
with the
5 gift
things I
subs in the
say?
channel.
I feel like so many people have been like, "Bo, why did you say that?" And I'm like, "What?" Like to me, it doesn't feel weird. I'm like, "What do you mean?"
A lot of people say they're an open book, but you're like an audiobook playing on full blast.
What? I'm not that bad.
An open book, you can like go over, you can read it, you can see what's in that book. An audiobook on full blast, if you are in the room with it, you are going to find out the contents of that book.
Yeah, see what they said. If it's funny, then it gets said. Yeah, and what's funnier than
telling us about that time you watched a video of a guy sucking on a doorknob, apparently.
I think he got stuck on it. I think that was like an actual thing. Is that like he wrapped his mouth around the doorknob and he couldn't get off, and so they had to like call the police.
Dude, I've heard that can happen. I've heard that if you like, okay, because a common thing apparently is that you can put a light bulb into your mouth, but you can't pull it out of your mouth. Do you know about this?
No, what?
Oh yeah, because you have like a reflex in your mouth that prevents it from being pulled open from the inside.
Huh?
Yeah.
So how do they get rid of it then? What do they do?
I don't really know.
That's
I know
scary.
that it's like a big problem in hospitals that people I guess I probably shouldn't talk about that.
You know what I haven't seen on TV a lot?
Yeah, what?
Speaking of like things that people like probably shouldn't do. Whatever happened to the tradition of like licking a light pole when it's cold outside?
I don't
You know
think
what I
that
mean?
was a tradition. I think that was a
No, that was the
cautionary
thing
tale.
it was in
Bo
every
really
cartoon and
saw that
TV.
and thought that's a tradition.
Dude,
That's
that was a
time-honored
thing.
tradition. That's my religion.
Someone had to do it for it to be on there. Someone
Bo,
had to do it.
Bo.
Someone had to do it. It's a rumor, Bo. There's no way. No, okay. It might have started as a rumor, but someone's done it now, which means that now it's
I'm
a
sure
thing.
That someone has done it now. But
There had to be a whole bunch of kids that got in trouble because they stuck their tongue to like a lamppost. Like I know how to solve that. Like I was so worried about it.
Dude, I tried it once. It didn't work. My tongue didn't freeze to the pole.
You didn't stay there long enough.
I tried, man.
You wanted that to happen to you?
No, I was just kind of curious, you know? I had a very scientific mind.
Did you think ahead to the point of like what you would do if it did work? Did you think that far?
No, I wasn't big on thinking. I was big on experimentation. I was big on the scientific method. I had a hypothesis and I was ready to test it.
You know, okay. I was talking to my roommate about this earlier. Christmas movies like aren't a thing anymore. I felt like when I was growing up, it felt like a Christmas movie came out almost every year.
Yeah,
there was like a new
had,
Christmas movie.
The Fockers franchise. What was that? They had like the whole family of them. They had and Meet the Fockers, etc. There was a whole franchise, and they had like I feel like you're totally right. When was the last Christmas movie? Like they make like Christmas romances, but they don't make like Christmas romps. You know what I mean?
Yeah, those don't count. Yeah, those don't count. Like I'm talking like, do you consider Home Alone a Christmas movie?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, of course. I do too. But like there was that, and it was what was it? Two Angry Old Men or whatever it was. I can't remember if that's like the actual name. That's a Christmas movie.
All I can think of is 12 Angry Men.
Yeah, which we had to watch that in school. That was a
what? Really?
Yeah, we had a government class that we had to go and like watch like things, and I don't remember much of it because I was trying to pay attention, but I couldn't. All I remember was like they talked about the glasses, and they're like, "Ba ba ba ba," that dance on his nose, and I'm like, yeah,
and I'm
like,
the lady couldn't see very well. Or is that? Wait, that's definitely my cousin Vinny.
What? Are you sure? No, there's no. That
it might be both. It might be.
I think it's both.
I'm not
I think
sure.
it's both. I feel like that's a thing. I feel like that was in the movie. Also, do you consider Nightmare Before Christmas a Christmas movie or a Halloween movie?
I would call that a Christmas movie, right?
You would? Both?
Yeah.
Okay, it's both. Okay, but if you had to pick, chat, and I you as well.
Why would you have to pick? Why would you
Well,
have
this
to
is a
pick?
hypothetical. Like,
Okay,
hypothetically, if you had to pick, is it Christmas or is it a Halloween one? Like, if you had to choose.
Christmas. It's in the name.
The Nightmare Before Christmas, though. Nightmare
Yeah,
isn't
but
very
nightmare
Christmas-like.
isn't synonymous with Halloween.
No, speak for yourself. You didn't have a Halloween like I had.
What happened to you? What was your
I don't
Halloween
want to
like?
talk about it, man. I don't want
Wait,
to talk about
what? I didn't know I was uncovering actual trauma. What
No,
happened?
no, it's not actual I do remember, my when I being, like, really, really young and my middle brother went to a haunted house with his friend, and I remember being in the car because I was too scared. It was not a real haunted house, it was, like, one of those set up where they have, like, the actors jump out at you and stuff.
Yeah.
Um And, I remember being in the back of the car, and I don't know how this was allowed, but I remember very vividly my brother and his friend running out of the house screaming, and he's like, "Mom, start the car!" And she was like, "Oh my god, what?" And he got in the car,
What
like,
did they
jumped in the back of
do?
me,
What did they
and he was
do
like,
to
"Drive!"
him?
And a guy with a chainsaw comes out of the place going, "Come back here, boy!" And, like, chases him. And he's like,
This
"Drive,
is
Mom,
why
drive!"
this is why my strategy with nightmares works especially well in real-time settings. Because they can't touch you. They're not allowed to touch you in there. I went to one of those one time. Also, I feel like I sound like Joe Biden. I feel like my sick voice is literally Joe Biden, and I'm gonna cry about it. But, but I went there like one time, and if you run away, they can chase you, and that's scary. But if you don't run away, if you just stand there and you just talk to them, like, what are they gonna do? They're not allowed to actually chainsaw you.
I feel like as a person that worked at a haunted house, if someone started talking to me, I'd actually not know what to do.
Yeah, yeah. You just
Like
gotta,
Anyway, wanna
catch
hear
them off
about my
guard.
shitty day?
I mean,
Cool him telling you regardless of your
I
answer.
feel like that would
I was
stop the whole
replacing
show.
my
Like, you know what I mean?
alternator, and after
Yeah.
an
Like,
hour
I'd
of
be like,
struggling with the belt
I need you to keep
tensioner, I
going,
got a
though. Like,
pipe and
quit
put it
talking
on
to
the
me.
wrench
Stop.
on the tensioner,
Why are you
and
being
snapped
weird?
part
Why are you
of the
talking to me?
tensioner off.
I'm a
I then
monster.
discovered that part of it was already broken, and
Oh,
that's why I
what
couldn't
was
get
it?
the belt on.
The Elf
Also
movie.
cut
That was
my
another good
thumb during
old
all
2000s
this.
Christmas movie.
So sorry about your thumb set demon. What was a good movie?
Elf?
Elf! Elf is amazing!
Yeah. Can we do on Christmas together? Can we like do one of these, but like in your Discord, we like watch like a
Yes!
movie, and so we
Yes!
just can we do like and watch like Christmas movies or like Halloween movies or whatever?
OMG. Do it. Absolutely. We should definitely do that.
Okay, cool. Then we'll have to set that up because I feel like that'd be a lot of fun to do. Like watching. Um, did you watched the what is it? Stop animation one of Rudolph, right?
Of
Did you ever
course.
see
Of
that?
course I did.
I feel like
Because
that's like a fever
I
dream.
had like a huge, enormous crush on it. It doesn't matter.
Now say it on who?
No, it doesn't
Say
matter.
it. Say it. You
You
little
know my
freak, aren't you?
type.
You had a crush on Rudolph.
No, I didn't have a crush on Rudolph.
I do. I know. I know. No, I'm just
See,
fucking with you.
Maple
Is
knows
it the
me.
elf?
Maple gets me.
Yukon? Oh, it's the woodsman, right? Is that what he is?
Of course, it's the
Yeah,
woodsman.
that makes sense. I don't really remember a
I
lot
can't
of that
believe it
movie.
took you guys that many guesses. That's wild.
I genuinely don't remember that movie. Like all I remember is I remember I'm trying to see if I can remember any scene. I there was an island. No, that was Elf, wasn't it? Was there an island of misfit toys? Was that in Rudolph or was that Elf?
I think I don't remember. I apparently
Chat.
it's Rudolph. Apparently it's
Oh,
Rudolph.
it
Y'all
is?
were gonna guess the Yeti? Freaks. I'm so mad.
Did you ever have a movie that's not that scary, but as a kid it scared the shit out of you?
Beauty and the Beast.
Really? Beauty
my
and the Beast?
God.
What part about it
Yeah.
scared you?
Okay, when she's like sitting in the living room and then he rushes into the room and he's like kind of running around on all fours still and he's like, "Who's in my house?" I would freak
Oh, that's
out.
understandable.
Yeah, it was really scary.
I'm
I was
trying
so
to
scared of
think.
that. What
Like,
about you? Which ones?
I felt like there was something in stop motion that I watched as a kid, and I claymation things used to like really scare me when I was a kid for some reason, but I can't remember exactly what it was. I asked that question not having an answer for myself. Um,
Noob, welcome!
let's
Thank you
see.
for
I
the
mean,
follow.
it wasn't really made for kids. Obviously, it was Chucky. That was the thing I was scared of the most when I was